Step 1, draw a picture or use a Google image. Drag the Google image into Photoshop, or if it's a drawing, take a picture of it when you're finished and drag that into Photoshop. Here's an example of a Google image you can drag into Photoshop, or a picture of a drawing that you can put into Photoshop. Use the magic wand and click on, in my case, the windows, or in your case, whatever you want, wherever you want your video footage to appear. You take the magic wand, you click, and you should see the marching ants. The magic wand is located in the toolbar. If you don't see the toolbar, you need to go up to Windows and make sure Toolbars is checked. Toolbars is all the way at the bottom. Using the magic wand, you're going to click in the section that you want to put your video in, and you should see some marching ants. From there, you can hit the delete key on your keyboard and it should disappear, it should erase. If it doesn't and you get an error message, then what you need to do is go to the toolbar, find your eraser, click on that square that you selected, and the eraser tool should remove everything within that square. Once you've used the eraser, from that point forward, you should be able to just click and hit the delete key and the entire space will disappear. Now we want to take the spaces that we just erased and we want to turn them green. The way we're going to do it is we're going to go to our toolbar and we're going to select the paintbrush tool. If you don't see the paintbrush tool, sometimes they're hidden behind the little triangles in the right hand corner, but you should be able to find the paintbrush tool. From there, once the paintbrush tool is selected, move down to the bottom of your toolbar and you should see two squares. You want to click on the left hand square, the one that's on top, and you're going to click, click, click until the color wheel appears. Within the color wheel, you want to select a bright green color, and when you find one that's a good solid greenish color, similar to the green screen that you see in the classrooms, you're going to hit OK. Now go back to your magic wand tool and then you're going to select a specific square that you deleted. You can only do one square at a time. So here I'm selecting one of the areas and you can see the marching ants around that area. Then you go back to the paintbrush and you look on the bottom of your toolbar and make sure that square is still green. The green square should be on the left, it should be sort of on the top, and then paint in that selected area and that selected area should turn green. Now you're ready to save your Photoshop. Once you have all the desired spaces green, you're going to do a File, Save As. Remember, in Photoshop, it's very important when you're saving to change the format from Photoshop to JPEG. Don't just type in JPEG. You actually need to use the drop-down menu and change Photoshop to JPEG. Save it on the desktop and then close Photoshop. Now you're going to open up Final Cut or iMovie and you're going to drag the JPEG that you just saved into your Final Cut or iMovie. Remember that when you put pictures in Final Cut and iMovie that they're 4 seconds, so it's really important you stretch the pictures out and you just pull on them and make them longer so that maybe you want it a minute or 2 minutes or however long you want your picture. Now it's time to film yourself in front of the green screen. You need to decide what you want to be doing in front of the green screen, how close up you want to be. Don't worry about sound because whatever sound you make will be muted. So the important thing is just to get some video shots of random things. You're going to import your video and you're going to place the video into iMovie or Final Cut, and you're going to put that video on top of your picture, just like you see here. You got to make sure that you chroma key your photo. The way that you're going to do that in Final Cut is to go to Effects, Keying here, and in iMovie to use the cutaway method. If you're not sure how to green screen, you can look it up on the elmplaycma.com website. And you'll also need to green screen the video clip. You need to green screen basically everything. Now, if you look here, you'll see that we've got two of the same clips in different windows, and that was actually a very simple thing to do. What we did was we layered the video clips like a cake, and you'll see in this exhibit right here. You can very easily take any video clip and Command C to copy it and Command V to paste it. And not only did we paste it along the picture, but we also pasted different layers so that we'd have two different video clips together in the house like you see above. When you're layering your pictures, your videos, they're going to be the full size. So what we did to make this video clip sit inside the window was that when we put it in, you click on it and you have to transform into make it a smaller size, as you can see here. Now, if you look carefully, behind the girl in the window is a bedroom. And the way that we did that was we went to Google Images, we found a picture of a random bedroom, we put it on the desktop, and then we dragged it into Final Cut. You want to be very careful of the order here. So if you look carefully, you can see the green screen videos on the top, and underneath that is the picture of the house, and underneath the house is the picture of the bedroom, and you can put as many different bedrooms as you want. The key here, again, is that all these different layers are going to take up the whole picture, so you need to click on each layer separately and make sure you select the transform tool to make that picture tiny or small or make it fit the way you want it to fit. Add sound, add music, speed it up, use effects, do whatever you want, and then you have yourself a final movie. And lastly, you can also do the same method. Instead of using a drawing or a Google image drawing, you can just take a regular Google image. In this case, you're looking at a wall or a castle, and this student dragged the background image, put it into Photoshop, green screened the background, and then put himself in. So it really doesn't matter what you use, whether it's a drawing or a Google image or whatever. As long as you put it in Photoshop and you green screen parts of it, you can be in those green screened parts. Good luck.